everybody? Welcome to Sports Grind. I'm Tyler Wargo.
And I'm Mickey Perella.
And today in sports, we have a lot to talk about. Episode 8 today. NFL starting. NHL's coming to an end. NBA is also getting close to the end, but we still got some games that will be played. And then we also got MLB from last night. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll first start off with the MLB last night. As we have in Arlington, the Rangers take a nice win against the Angels, 7-3. So I know the Rangers are not looking the best right now. I know the Angels are also not looking the best. Those aren't really the two good teams to look at. But the Rangers, though, we're going to have to see.
We're going to have to see
what the Rangers
Both of those teams have been struggling. Angels have been very disappointing, spent tons of money, and it falls
off. They haven't been getting what they wanted, so.
I mean, I can't even name how many times the Angels have spent on players and gotten less in return.
Yeah.
It's been terrible.
I don't think the Angels, I don't think this will be this year. Going with the Rangers. So the Rangers, they took the win, but they might not keep that consistent in the future.
Definitely.
So we also have the Reds as they lead the Cubs scoreless, 3-0. So Reds still looking amazing.
Yeah, Reds are looking pretty good right now.
Reds are looking pretty nice.
They're going the upswing. Trevor Bauer was absolutely
Trevor Bauer is the man
Reds.
to look at right now for the Reds.
He threw 7.2 scoreless innings, struck out 10. This man is in contention for the National League Cy Young Award winner.
He really is going for it. I definitely could see him being one of those top guys in the lineup for the Reds and for the MLB too, because he's a great teammate. Dodgers are also still looking great as they beat the Diamondbacks 6-4 with Kershaw on the mound. Yep. Kershaw did amazing again. He did have them get a couple home runs and a couple RBIs in. He let the Diamondbacks take that, but Kershaw still was able to make that two-point difference in that game.
Definitely. He was very good.
Also the Padres doing amazing.
Again.
Like they always do.
The Slam Diego Padres right now are just killing it.
Padres also did well as they beat the Rockies in Colorado 5-3. Machado played a great game and found it easy to topple over the Rockies. So Machado is also the player. Machado and Myers, I think those are the top two players.
And Tatis.
And Tatis are the top players for the Padres right now, currently. And I agree with that. I definitely, if you look at the Padres, you're going to think of those three players.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, they're just hitting.
They keep hitting. Not only homers, RBIs, they're getting a lot of runs in. They're playing great defense, too.
They are.
So, it's great seeing that for San Diego fans. Good. In Oakland, the Athletics also looked good against the Astros as the Astros lose 3-2. Astros are a good team. I don't think this loss is going to define them as a player, but I definitely think that the Athletics are the ones to look at in this matchup because the Athletics have a great defense.
They really do. And also about the Athletics is that they're winning games. They're one of the top teams in the American League right now. Mm-hmm. They are a scary team to watch in playoffs.
They're doing great, and I like seeing that, but I also like to see Astros too, because I know that the Astros do have good pitching.
Yeah, they have good pitching.
They have good pitching, so you can't forget about that. Yeah, Greinke's looking hot right now for the Astros, so we're great. It's nice to see what's going to happen in the future for the Astros. I definitely think that they're not going to be a terrible team though this year. They're doing great right now. They just took the L last night against the Athletics. Also, it was a slugfest at AT&T Park as Flores and Yastrzemski kept hitting bombs for the Giants and kept destroying the Mariners, and that score was 10-1.
Definitely.
So the Giants definitely got a nice grip on their bat as they kept hitting bombs and kept getting RBIs, and that's exactly what they needed, especially at their hometown.
They are on a hot streak right now, and I'm just telling you, anybody can win this year.
Exactly.
Anybody can win this year.
We're seeing a lot of great teams, both from the American League and both from the National League, and it's really cool to see that. Yankees also did pretty well as they make the Blue Jays fall in a 7-2 win. Yanks also are getting back at this, I'm seeing, because we know that they have some hurt players, but they know that they've
been struggling mightily.
They have been struggling. The last few games they have been losing. They did take the win against the Orioles a couple days back, and they also took the win last night against the Blue Jays. And Blue Jays are a good team.
They are a good team.
So the Yankees really did show themselves in that win. But the thing is that the Yankees are having a problem keeping this consistent. They have to worry about their pitching, then they got to worry about their hitting. So they have a lot they need to focus on in those areas. And taking these wins every now and then could definitely put them in a get them in the good headspace of winning next game.
Definitely.
So Pirates also took the L 8-1 against the White Sox.
White Sox are hot right now.
Are really good right now.
They're playing.
They're the team to look at right now, currently in the Central, other than the National League with the Reds. So White Sox are looking pretty well.
Yeah, the White Sox
that.
are looking. They're getting a lot of good pitching this year from Giolito, from Cease, from Dallas Keuchel. They're going to be a good team.
They got good pitching.
Because they can also hit the ball too. And they got some of their young guys coming up like Moncada and Robert and Madrigal. They're going to be a very good team going forward past this year.
I definitely can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future for them because definitely the White Sox are proving themselves, but they have to understand the other teams that it's not just the White Sox, you know. You get the other teams out there. Like,
definitely.
So, like the Astros, for example.
Yeah, they got to watch out for them. Watch out for the Yankees.
Watch out for Yankees. Yankees could be coming back up.
Yeah.
Yankees. I could see the Yankees starting to have a come up in a few more
Definitely.
games. So, we can't wait to see that. Corbin Burns did outstanding as the Brewers take a huge win against the Tigers and win. Guess what that score was? That score was 19-zip.
Yeah, that was
a crazy game.
Burns
did amazing. Shout out to Burns right now.
Yeah, Corbin Burns. No one's ever heard of this guy, and he threw 7 scoreless.
This guy's
very
good,
good.
actually.
Yeah, he's very good.
So, you know, I can't wait. I definitely think that we're going to be seeing a lot of MLB players on the rise
Definitely.
this year, especially with scouting wise and everything. Definitely. That's going to be very key for these teams, especially for the Brewers, because I know the Brewers. I mean, a 19-zip win.
Yeah.
With a guy who just came up. That's actually something to actually be proud of.
Yeah, it is. But the crazy thing about the whole thing is that the Brewers have not been doing anything this year. They've been completely just not into it. Christian Yelich has been struggling all year long, and then they came out with this 19-point explosion.
Well, it could be also the Tigers too.
The Tigers have been struggling for the last couple of years.
So maybe that kind of helped the Brewers out. I definitely think the Tigers just need more players, better players.
Yeah,
they're not really getting the players that they really need. But
yeah, the Tigers got some young guys coming up in the near future, but we'll wait and see on them if they can actually perform at the major league level.
We'll see, especially with those two teams are kind of like who was the worst, because I know that both those teams have not been playing the greatest.
Yeah, but the Brewers show that they're better by far.
Exactly. Indians also losing Cleveland from the Royals 3-zip, so the Royals are looking pretty well. Indians, they're okay. So we're kind of getting more into the teams that are in the bottom of the division.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
the Indians can win some games and they can lose some games. The Royals have been struggling. Kind of a whatever game right there.
I think they both need to work on. They got their own things to work on as a team. So
they got to get some hitting for the Indians, and Royals they just got to get players in.
Definitely. The next high-scoring game was in Atlanta as the Braves beat the Marlins 29-9. Another crazy game.
Yeah.
The Braves,
Miami was done. I mean, it was just a blowout on either side. No one could pitch. It was just...
The Braves, though, are a good team.
I mean, they are a good team offensively.
Offensively.
You cannot give up 9 runs. You just can't. You can't. I mean, you're not going to get 29 points every night. That never happens. So the Braves are in trouble.
The Braves do have Freddie Freeman. He's pretty good.
Freddie Freeman and Ronald Acuna, but
Acuna and Freeman are the top players right now so far. But here's the thing: the Braves can't just rely on that. They need to rely on their defense as pitching and
I don't think they're pitching at
too.
all. I don't think so. They're just
there's a lot of
give up 9.
I don't think that.
And the Marlins are not a good team.
The Marlins, no, they're not. I do want to say, though, the Marlins did not do that bad. I mean, being able to score just 9 runs is still amazing to do, especially for a team. I mean, Braves, it was just slugfest. People had those nights.
Yeah.
So, lastly, we also have, closing up the MLB scores, we have a close game in Citi Field as the Mets just hold on 7-6 against the O's. So
big home run by Pete Alonso right there. He had a huge homer to give the Mets the lead.
Gave the Mets the lead. So the Mets, they did pretty well against the Orioles. Orioles, not that good of a team, not gonna lie. But the Mets, they're actually putting on a show for Mets fans. I know you're a Mets fan, so
Yeah,
what's your thoughts?
My thoughts on the Mets is that they got to keep winning more games more consistently, and that's what it comes down to.
It's got to be consecutive wins instead of just these wins and losses every now and then. Because a lot of these teams that I'm seeing in the MLB,
it's really tight right now.
It's really tight with the wins and loss ratio.
Definitely.
So, also we'll go to NBA now, as I know we're talking about the playoffs now here in Orlando, as it was there in Orlando.
Yep.
Miami wins the series against the Bucks 4-1, and I honestly don't think that if Giannis was still in there, I still don't think they would have beat the Heat. Because the Heat have a lot of good offense and a lot of good defense.
Yeah.
They have Jimmy Butler. They have all those players.
Adebayo and
Adebayo,
all those guys.
They're putting up shots. In the Bucks, they completely fell. Especially when Giannis got hurt, they fell.
Here's my opinion on this. The Bucks, in my opinion, are one of the most disappointing teams in the past, like, 4 years. I mean, how can they have the defensive player of the year and the MVP and then lose in the second round?
The second round, yeah, that's
how. How can you do that?
I also think,
even with the injury, they were down 3-0 before they even had a shot.
The Heat have been looking really good lately. I think they're gonna make it in the finals. Actually,
they have a good shot.
They have a good chance.
They're in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep.
Game 7 is gonna be tomorrow, and it's gonna be against Boston and Toronto. We'll get to that, but whoever wins that game will play Miami, and whoever wins that series will go to the finals.
It's going to be a great matchup to watch. Imagine Heat Raptors or Heat Celtics. That would be a really good
I'm
game.
excited for that.
We also have Houston, as they could not quite get the win against the Lakers, as they lose 112 to 102. Lakers lead the series 2-1. So there's another good series. I think Lakers are going to hold it on.
I think the Lakers are going to hold it on too. I think LeBron James and Anthony Davis are just...
They're just great guys to play with. They have great chemistry.
Yeah.
The whole Lakers franchise has great chemistry. I love seeing them play. They're doing the greatest.
Yeah, they are. They really do. And they're taller than Harden and Westbrook, and the small ball stuff,
Exactly.
I don't really get that.
I definitely think... yes, Houston has good chemistry, but the Lakers, they just, recently this past year, they picked up really good players. They picked up AD. Oh man.
Yeah.
So they're looking pretty nice. I definitely think they're gonna make it to the finals.
Definitely.
I'm gonna give my predictions at the end of who I think's gonna make it.
Yeah.
And you can give yours at the end. But yeah, it's kind of come down to the wire now with all these good teams. Definitely the Lakers are looking pretty good.
Yeah.
We have also a nice series currently happening. We have the series tied, Celtics Raptors 3-3. That's really good. That's hard too. I think the Celtics are gonna actually hold on.
I disagree with you. I think it's going to be the Raptors, and here's why. The Raptors have a bunch of players that have been to the finals before. They're pretty much the exact same team, just minus Kawhi Leonard. Now, if you just take that team and you go against a team like the Celtics, who haven't really been to the finals, I mean, they have had a lot of postseason experience, but it's just a really evenly matched matchup. I mean, you got two really good coaches in Nurse and Stevens. You got a really good supporting cast. And it's proven that the Celtics, without Gordon Hayward, they're struggling a little bit, and they kind of needed him to be their fourth guy.
They have really good guards, though. The Celtics have really good guards.
Yeah, with Celtics, I mean, not Celtics, with Walker and
Kemba Walker is really nice. You gotta watch out for that guy in the court, especially. I know the Raptors, they have really good defense, but the thing is that Kemba Walker, he's a beast.
He is, but don't sleep on Kyle Lowry. That man has vices.
Kyle Lowry's also good. Those are some really good matchups. This is definitely going to be a close game, and what it's going to come down to going into Game 6, Game 7. So
yeah, Game 7, yep.
Game 7. So can't wait to see that. Lastly, we also have Clippers Nuggets 3-1 series as they go into Game 5. I definitely think the Clippers are going to hold on to that.
Definitely the Clippers are going to hold on to that.
Clippers have big names. Clippers have Kawhi.
Look, the Nuggets are up and coming, right? You got the Joker, you got Murray, and then you got Porter and maybe Bol Bol. If you can get Porter and Bol Bol to ascend next year and the next couple of years, they're going to be a really good team moving forward. But now, we got to talk about the Clippers.
I don't think the Clippers are going to be even if they do advance beating the Nuggets, I don't think that they're going to be able to hold on to make it to the finals.
I think they could. It all depends on Paul George. and Anthony Davis. If the Lakers win and the Clippers win and they meet in the Western Conference Finals,
It's going to be
it's going to be about AD and Paul George. That's what it's going to come down to, because you know that LeBron is going to show up. You know what my man Kawhi is going to show up. But the question is, will Paul George and Anthony Davis step up? Because both of them have had good games and bad games.
Paul George can have a good game when he wants
to.
Paul George can have a good game when he wants to.
Exactly.
I can see it.
But he needs to be more consistent, because he's had some horrible games, especially in the first round. So
definitely gotta watch out.
Definitely. If Paul George plays out of his mind and Anthony Davis doesn't, then the Clippers are going to win. And vice versa. 100%. Davis plays well and George doesn't, Lakers are going to win. If they both play well, then it's going to be really down to the rest of the guys that show up. And I can't really predict that. So it's going to be a really good series, I'll tell you that.
It really is. I'm really liking how it's going currently. But overall, I'm going to give my finals predictions. I definitely think it's going to be Lakers Heat.
Lakers Heat?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Clippers Raptors, and here's why. You know how ridiculous that would be if Kawhi Leonard faced the team that he left in the offseason in the finals? Wouldn't that be ridiculous? I just think that's going to happen. I think that's just going to be like some story.
I feel like...
Well, I don't know.
I feel like...
I just think it's
I feel like the Lakers' defense is going to be the key role to the Lakers beating the Clippers if that happens. So, but we're gonna have to watch out. I know the Clippers, they do have really good offense. I don't want to doubt on your team. I definitely think they're gonna do. I mean, they're all gonna play fairly. Honestly, I mean, you got Kawhi, but then you also have AD and Paul George and all of them. So
so we're just gonna have to see how it folds out in the next couple of weeks.
But it's really getting good. It really is. So. Without further ado, we also go into the NHL conference finals, as it's coming down to it. It's like we got the Islanders, and then we got the Lightning, and then we also have the Stars and the Golden Knights. Golden Knights, if they took this win, it's gonna look really nice for Vegas, because the Golden Knights just started playing in Las Vegas. They're a completely new team, so it would be really nice for them. For the first team that enter in Vegas to enter, in the NHL, they get a finals win. That would look really nice for the team.
That would.
So, Stars and Golden Knights series is tied 1-1. Islanders is losing the series so far 2-0 against the Lightning. Lightning is doing amazing right now. Nothing you can do about that. Islanders are also a great team. I just think the Lightning is going to hold on. My predictions: Lightning and Golden Knights. I think that's going to be a great matchup. Lightning, they're going to do well, but I feel like the Golden Knights could pull it off. They've been looking pretty well, although they're in a tied series right now, so we're going to have to find out from that. We also have, lastly, we have NFL, as that's starting soon. It's kind of crazy. We went through like 3 sports already. We're already into NFL. There's a lot to talk about. NFL, we're getting ready for a great season. We can't wait to see Brady and the Bucks this year. We can't wait to see a lot of those teams play, especially with the new players that they have. Tonight, there's actually a game, as we have the Texans facing the Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs. That will be tonight at 8 o'clock. That is going to be a good game. I think the Chiefs are going to hold on to it, because the Chiefs, they're still going to be hot. They're still hot from last year. They definitely kept
Ever since Patrick Mahomes has taken over that team is
exactly. And the coach too. The coach
it's been different.
Is so good too. The coach
definitely.
Too. So they're all doing well. The person I'm looking for is the Saints. Obviously, they're facing the Bucks this Sunday against Brady. So we got Breeze versus Brady. That's going to be a great matchup. We have a lot of great matchups this Sunday, but I'm focusing on the Saints in particularly, and I think the Saints are going to hold on to it against Brady. I just feel like the Saints and their defense and all that, I just feel like they're gonna actually be the team to look for. I'm hoping the Saints can have the what is it called? They can have the streak going.
Yeah.
Maybe they can go 8-0.
Maybe they can go 16-0.
Who knows? Because last year, they went 7-0.
Yeah.
Around there, and that was impressive. So I definitely could see that again from the Saints. So I think the Saints are going to look pretty well this year.
Yeah.
So go Saints. Just got to put that out there. And I know for your Jets, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Jets to not go 3-13. I mean, they suck. So
They're not a good team at all.
no, they're not.
You just got to jump on the bandwagon and be a Saints fan like me.
No.
Hey man, I'm hyped to see Kamara. I'm hyped to see Breeze. I'm hyped to see.
I'm hyped to see the NFL back. That's kind of nice.
Exactly. We haven't. It's been a while since the NFL, since the Chiefs won. So we're hyped to see who's going to be the new Super Bowl champ.
Definitely.
Hopefully Saints. But all right, I'm gonna stop at the Saints. But we love to see the NFL's back, and I can't wait to see the fact that no one's gonna be at the stands because I know NFL, that's like America's sport.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
without nobody in the stands, it's gonna look weird. But,
Yep.
but yeah, that's about it for sports. There's a lot to look for. I'm definitely paying attention to the NBA because a lot's happening there.
Yep.
I definitely think the Lakers are going to.
We'll see.
They're gonna be the ones to look out when they defeat the Rockets. I'm going for it. They're beating the Rockets. I'm going for it. They're just gonna beat the Rockets. But yeah, we're gonna have to see a lot of sports to come. Don't forget to watch that because that will be important in the sports world. A lot of history going down in the next couple weeks with NHL and NBA. So yeah, without further ado, it's Tyler Wargo.
I'm Mickey Perella.
And thank you guys for watching Sports Grind Season 2, Episode
8.
Episode 8. Yeah. And yeah, bye.